Good morning. It's time for scrapbooking with Lanita. It's Happy Wednesday because today we get to play with can you guess what it is? Oh, yes, I have it right here. Um, Today I'm going to show you how to play with the scissors punch, which might seem limited because of the name and the design, but guess what? It is not limited. And I am super excited today to show you a couple of the things it can do. And then I know that you're going to just take it way out there and do so many other things. That's why this is so fun. And that's why it's scrapbooking with Lanita time, because I'll show you some things and then you'll go play and do a whole bunch of stuff, more stuff. All right, so let's see. I want to do this one right here so you can see that. And let's get started. To me, these look like flowers. That's the intent, at least. And you can make it with any color paper, but I'll show you what my first one, maybe I shouldn't say but, it's and. My first design was this one. And to me, that looked a lot like bows and flowers and bows. So you can make them whatever you want. Here's the fun thing. Let's see. I put a couple of leaves there, and I'll show you a little bit on that. And I put one leaf there. And then if you want to add other things in between here, it changes it up a bit. And if you want to take the leaves out, it suddenly looks more like bows rather than flowers. So I'm going to say the two things today are bows. Yep, let me move this one. And bows and and flowers. Those still look like bows, don't they? Yeah, I think so. Okay. The main thing is that we're going to have fun. I'm going to show you some fun things. Now, this also came from playing with this design, which I did 2 weeks ago with you. Do you remember this one? That was the heck. Oh, I guess I can take this banner off, huh? Let's take that off so it's not so distracting. Playing with the pens and the punches. All of a sudden I realized a whole new world of color with pens and punches. So then when I brought this, when I played with this, I thought, hey, I could do the same thing. And that's how those appeared. So let's start with this. Start with that first. And I didn't attach these because I want to show you something with that. I have little notes written so that I'm hoping I will remember. And I think it's really stunning with the black. And I used the black shimmer just to give it a little glow, a little shimmer. So I'll put this paper underneath here to catch the little pieces, because that's one of the things that you'll want to do, especially if you're doing colors. You'll want to catch the little pieces. I know this wiggles a little bit, so I'm hoping it won't wiggle too much for you all. Okay, and I'm matching them up in case you haven't used these punches before. And sorry, I keep pinning something on the other side of my table here. Okay, there we go. So then those are caught. Now what I want to do is I want to separate these. I want you to see that we have triangles here. Okay, little seedlets. There's a lot you can do with that. Right away, to me, that looks like a graduation hat that you just need to add something to. So think of throwing all these up in the air for graduation. Okay, we're not even talking about graduation, right? But look at the possibilities with those. In fact, if you hung that down, you'd have a little tassel. Okay, are you starting to get excited now because you see the many, many possibilities? These are all things that, when you just punch and play, they just kind of jump out at you. Look at the little cast Look at the little graduation hats with tassels. Aren't those so fun? All right, so for now, I'm going to put those aside because we could play all day with these, and you can. But I'm going to show you some other fun stuff. All right, move those aside. Okay, so I'm going to put this on white. I'm pretty sure I separated out a white. Yes, here we go. Because I want to color on it. So I think I'm going to need a couple more of the scissors. I had punched a couple more for myself so that I could show you a little bit more, but I used them while I was playing. That's what happens. We start playing and we use all the examples up. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside. Oh, I forgot to put my paper under there. All right. So here's what you want to pay attention to. This is the part I'm going to be using. So I'm clipping that part off, and then I'll clip that. Now, right away, this can look like something else, but I'll show you some things at the end with that. So you can see that I'm just going down the line, taking those off. It's really quite an easy idea. Okay. There we go. Now, positioning them. So do you see how right away it becomes a flower or a bow? Don't you just love it? All right, so I am going to do this way because when I did my sample, I'm just going to like prototype it, just lay it. Because when I did my sample, I came up short or the ends weren't quite right. So I'm just going to lay it out just to make sure that I have what I need. Okay, yep. So I do need a couple more. Let's do one there. And here's where you want to kind of think about it. If you want the bows to be on the end or that part. I'm gonna excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have one of these all cut. I'll put that there. Okay, there we go. All right, now again, easy. So I will tape that to that, and then those are together. It seems like last time when I showed the coloring hack, I was coughing, and now I have like this stuff in my throat. That is not always. Just want to tell you. All right. So you can see how it's really easy to just put them together. Okay. And the reason I am trying not to tape them down yet is because I want them to be a little movable in case they don't come right to the end. That's what I was saying earlier, that some of my stuff that I was playing with didn't want to come out even. So let's see. Now that one is one of the shorter ones because it was on the end of the... Okay, let's see. I think this should... Oh, no, see. So now I'm bowless. Okay, so let me find one here. And I think, ooh, I can end like that. Good. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay, there we go. Now I can make sure that if I move it around to where I want it, it will be straight and end to end. Okay, I want you to look at something here. Do you see how it's a little bit crooked? That can be an advantage. And I'll bring this one over here just so you can see. This one is pretty straight. And what I was telling you when I said that I wasn't straight on, so you see how that ends in the bow and that ends on that? So that's what I was trying to avoid on this one. So for this one, we ended with the two little I don't know, bow holders or pots or whatever. Okay, now is when I want to adhere the whole thing down. And I am going to turn it because I have some adhesive on here already. And I'm going to be coloring it, so that's why I'm not adding a lot. And here is where you can kind of, do you see how I can move things around? Isn't that fun? I feel like I just can't wait to show you on the other one how to move it around, but we'll finish this one and then you'll get to see. Do I have tape on that? I must have tape on that side too. You'll get to see the coloring. Now, you may want to decide what page you're going to put it on. You want to put it on this, you know, or do you not know what you want to put it on, or just on white like I did over here? If you know what you want to put it on, that may help you decide what colors to use. So let's talk about pens here. There are a lot of the dot pens. Now, I realize that a lot of them are like they come and go. The ones that are here now are these two, the gold and silver. And I honestly cannot remember which other ones are in stock now. I should have looked, but anyway, I do have a lot of these in stock. So if you don't have any, just reach out to me because I probably have every single one of these. Love, love, love them. I am using the dot pens, but you don't have to. You can use the mini pen colors that we have that are the fine tip, which is a fine tip, and the bold. That works really well too. Okay, so I think I want to use purple and yellow this time. I'm just thinking here. I'm going to use purple on one side and see if it doesn't look too dark. So one of the things I didn't want to do was make it too dark. And you see how it fills it in nicely? I think that'll work. Purple, purple. Let's see, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow. Okay. And this will come out even. Sometimes we don't want even, but that's how this came out. So that's okay. I think purple and yellow are really pretty. Now, having this dark as a background, maybe, you know, as a the casing for the colors, maybe won't make it pop as much, but you can put all sorts of colors, like a different one on every one. What did I do on this other sample? I'll bring it by. So yeah, I just did two colors on that one also. And then I matched those colors here. So there you go. That is how quick and easy it is. Now, the other thing that it could be missing is, let me hold it up because you can see that that has some white peeking through, and that makes it look really pretty. I added some red dots. Now, the red dots can be from, I had a whole bunch of dots left over from the ladybug, but if you don't have this punch or don't want a whole bunch of different sizes, guess what? This is one that we still sell. And this has 2 dots. So for this one here, this has the ladybug dot. So those dots are a lot smaller. In fact, that one is super little. And for this one, I used the dots that are here. That is from here. So I'm going to do that. And let's see. I didn't think of it. You know what? I'm going to use orange just because. I hope that's okay. Ooh, it's scary to like decide on camera. But I forgot about the dots. So, you know, so we have this really pretty shimmer that feels like it would be good. And the nice thing about this also is that you can just pop out a whole bunch of dots without using up a lot of paper. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you get on the edges, you don't even use. Okay. And then the easiest, I think, is to put your adhesive right on here. Now, the other easy way, I'll do 3 this way. The other easy way is to use your glue pen. Okay, that is very easy also. Bring it up, flip it. Okay, bring it up and flip it. I took my adhesive on the plane, but I checked it through, and so it kind of wants to start exploding. So I will know about that next time. I won't check it through because I'll just take it with me because it seems like it has pressure in it now. All right, so there you go. There's that. And if you wanted smaller dots, you can put some smaller dots on top. Okay, super easy, right? Oop, let's go this way. Now I'm going to add some leaves. A couple of ways you can add leaves. This is the gum leaf. How many of you have this one around? Gum leaf, decorative punch. This is a great way to add leaves. The only thing is that, I shouldn't say the only thing. The advantage is that you have 5 leaves. You have this little leaf piece, so you have lots of different sizes. But if you want just tiny leaves, here's another way. The lemon can give you tiny, tiny leaves. And the other way to not waste a lot is to just have a strip of it, have a strip of paper, and then you've got your little leaf there. So just cut that off. That's one of the ones that I used. And that was why I was saying I didn't want to put a lot of adhesive on because I want to be able to tuck in the leaves. Okay, that's a fun look. The other way you can use leaves is with the bamboo. So if you have the bamboo border, this punch, it does so many things. I have a pile of things I want to show you all someday of things that can be done with the bamboo and with a lot of our punches. But you can, I have this color, but you can put these as decorations on here, right? You can tuck them in, you can cut it apart and put it as a leaf. And again, it may not be the color you want, but if we're making bows, then anything goes with a bow, huh? So that can, did I not put it? I thought I put adhesive on there, but maybe I didn't. I'll just put some of the glue. There we go. So there you go on that. Fun, huh? Let's see if I can. All right, and then this one, I'll just put it there. But know that you have so many options on adding something to it. This had adhesive on the bottom, and I didn't remember that. Okay, isn't that fun? So there's the little leaf here. And then there's the other one there. Just little sprigs here and there. All right, so that's that. Now, just since I'm here with kind of playing here, I want to show you one of the other things that can be done with the black. I think I had some black here. Yeah, I have a black one left. With this black, you can make a mask out of it by just tearing and flipping it. Oh, that one is, that's one on the end. So let me see. Let me just get this one here a little bit better. Oh, well, maybe that one. Okay, so I'm just going to flip it and then flip it. And then we kind of have a little mask here. Sorry, I keep flipping it too much. Okay, there we go. So there are little masks here. Okay, you just kind of cut that off and then flip them. Isn't that fun? The other thing you can do with these pieces that are left, like this or this here, you can make those into, you can just flip this and make that into a, that's like the breast cancer ribbon, or just a ribbon that can hang down from something. Okay, hang down from a flower or something. Okay, so you can see the many possibilities, right? Just by turning and flipping, and I don't know, hopefully you can see that. Okay, all right, off to the next one. this down. For this one is another easy one. Same thing. And I am using the Sweet Summer paper here. I already cut this out just because you now know how to cut it out. I really, really like this paper here. The whole thing. I love the colors. Notice that I also separated these pieces. Okay. I kept them here because I did show you a little bit already, but I can show you more when we finish this one. And this is the same idea here. Let's see. So take this little piece off. You probably maybe don't need to because it's going to be overlapped anyway. And on this one, I didn't cut extra, which means I will be short. And that's why I did it this way. Just wanted to show you that, you know, if you just wanted to cut one strip, that works too. And then because these are variegated, you may want to just see, once again, see like where do the colors kind of match, and like this one kind of matches with this, right? You start merging into other colors. So this one can go with that. This one goes with this. And so I am going to, as soon as I see what goes, I'm going to tape, and then I'll just build. So this one is a good one that goes with this. Just a little bit more strategy if you want, you know, there, that one goes with that nicely. And they can be opposites too. So this can be an opposite. That will look good, like the opposite color, purple and purple here. All right, and then let's see. I have all these here, so this can go with that. It's fun, huh? It's like playing, playing with colors. Okay, so this one can go with this. And then I'm going to have to not, yeah, this will match nicely with that one. Then this one can match with this one. It really can be like a puzzle where you suddenly start matching them all up. Let me match that one to that. And then I think I want to see here. I want to show you what I did here. I flipped one of these. Okay, so this is the color I have on this one, but I cut another piece from this piece here. Okay, I cut a piece of the scissors from that just to give it a little different. But on this one, I'll leave it the same. And so, let's see, I may have to, well, I'll just separate one, and one can go on one side and one can go on the other. There we go. Okay, so these won't be matchy-matchy. But now, I'm going to show you how, so it can be a straight line. Okay, straight line. Or if you want to make it wavy with the wavy trimmer, let's do that. And then I'll show you how you can make this wavier, which you really kind of saw on the other one, but you know. All right. So I'm going to get as little as I can on that. And I am putting it all the way up as long as I'm consistent, putting it all the way up. And I want about 2 inches, even though you can't see the measurement here. I pre-measured, but this is the harder part on measuring. So you would want to mark it first before you cut it if you want a real 2 inches. So now let's match this one here. Now you can, oh, you know what? I have it opposite, don't I? Well, let's see how it turns out. Let's see. That is so funny. I didn't even realize it. All right. So now you just kind of turn these. and turn that one up and turn this one down. And then I'm going to move this down a bit. Move it down a bit. Don't tape down yet. I don't want you down yet. And then I want my little ends to be even. And that's where I bring these pieces in. These were the ones that I said, oh, hold on, you can do so many fun things. So instead of graduation hat this time, this is going to be, I'm going to get a yellowish one. That's going to be a cute decoration. Isn't that fun? All right, so first the decoration, and then we are almost done. You know how to put the little dots in. We'll talk about that a little bit. And there you go. So bend a little bit. And I really don't like using my adhesive on this. It's just my thing to put this on is way over under my computer keyboard. So I stuck it under there and didn't realize it. Okay, there you go. So it looks a little bit different, right? The yellow, I think I already told you about the yellow. So the yellow will look really good here. I did experiment with different colors, and yellow was better for the little dots. You know how to put those on. These little pieces are from, oh, let's see, here we go. These little pieces are from the original Border Maker system. They're the original, as in the one that still comes with it. The little pieces in there. I made an idea there that Len Trulock showed me using making popsicles, and these were the leftovers. So I just felt like it needed something there. Oh, that's in the wrong place, isn't it? It needed something there, but not something big. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Needed something to define it, but if I did anything bigger, it looked odd. So this kind of just joined it. I don't know. You can do whatever you want, but basically have fun. All right, the last thing I want to show you, just on my little thing here, I stuck two of the flowers. So there's that one. And then I cut these apart. Okay, so that's another thing you can do. You cut them apart, and then you can make a five leaf flower. Let's see. I guess I'm going to be daring and just cut one off of there because I need one more. I know where to get more, don't I? All right, there we go. So you can make a flower. And this can be the little pot. You know, you can add your little greenery here, right? And there's a very cute little flower. What do you think of that? I'm gonna hold it up to the camera. Isn't that cool? Oh my goodness, are you so excited? All these tools can make so many cute things, but mainly the scissors punch. I don't know. If you don't have it yet, you may need it. Okay, so let's just finish up with this one again so that you can see. I'll take this, put this up here, and this is what I wanted to show you about these. See how I took those little triangles and then I made them into little mini flower pots. Or you know how to hang those little things that, I don't know, IKEA had a lot of them where you hang them on the wall and on your wall, and they just have all these little greenery coming out of that. Isn't that fun? All right, there you go. Now you can have a very fun day playing. Let me just go back to myself too and say goodbye. Thank you for watching Scrapbooking with Lenita. I realized that I showed several of the things that are not in stock. Well, actually, the gum leaf is what's not in stock right now. A few of the pens, but you can always go to scrapbookingwithlenita.com. I have a lot of discontinued product on there. And there have been other advisors that have said, oh, can you post for me mine on there too? So you'll find that I keep updating. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. We will see you on 5 Minute Friday in a couple of days. All right. Bye-bye.